Hello, how are you today? I hope you are in mood to learn some Polish. Today we will learn numbers from 11 to 20. If you haven't learned numbers from 0 to 10 yet, then please check out other video which is in the link below the description. Otherwise, let's learn numbers 11 to 20. So, first of all, we start with 11. And to learn 11 in Polish, it is very useful to know how you say 1. So, do you know how to say 1 in Polish? Correct. It is jeden. 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 And now we will use the ending naście. So remember this. Naście. Naście. This is useful because we're gonna use it not only for 11 but for the other numbers too in this video. So you have jeden and then you have this ending naście. You add jeden naście, where you can notice there is some problem, right? Because jeden naście, it doesn't sound so great. So we need to get rid of one n. And what we get? We get 11. So 11 in Polish is 11. 11. 11. 11. Now 12. So similar process. Let's think about how we say 2 in Polish. Do you remember? Dwa. 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 And our ending naście. 12. 12. And great news, here we don't have to do anything. We have our number 12, which is, remember, 12. 12. Now 13. So again, 3. 3 is 3 in Polish, right? 3. And now the ending, naście. 13. 13. 13. 13. Easy, right? Well, now we will have to do a little bit of changing with 14. And do you remember 4 in Polish? 4. 4. 4. Naście, we're ending naście. 14. And here, 14 is not a good form, it's almost good form, but we need to get rid of y. So not 4, but in 14 it's 4. 4. 14. 14. 14. Let's go to 15. And here it's even more advanced, the changes we will do, so please focus on this one. So first step, do you remember how is 5 in Polish? 5. 5. And our ending is naście. So if you try to pronounce it, it's 15. 15 doesn't sound very well. And we change something with this 5, because it's not 5 anymore, it's 15. 15. 15. So you don't have this 5 at the end anymore, not 5, but 15. 15. Also, about like how you sound, like we don't really say this L, we pię, this is like hyper proper pronunciation, 15. You say 15. 15. So even though you write 15, you say 15, especially when you talk fast, right? 15, 15, 15, 15. So once more, 5 lat 15, 15, 15, 15. And similar changes have to be done with 16. So, do you remember 6 in Polish? 6, 6. And our ending is naście. So then again, 16, 6, no 16, no 16, please. So again, maybe you can figure it out. Can you try make some changes? How to make 16 sound, well, Polish, sound properly. You have an idea? So instead of 6, we will need 6, 16. 16. So we don't have sh anymore. It's hard to pronounce, right? Sh. So instead of 6, we have 6. 16. 16. 16. 16. Now 17. And it will not be so hard, I promise. So 7 in Polish, do you remember? 7. It's a lucky number, isn't it? 7. 7. 7. And then we add naście. 17. And luckily, no changes at all. 17. 17. 17. Now 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. And again, you're very lucky this time, no changes in the first part. And the second part, as we know, is naście, so 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. By the way, 18, when you are 18 years old, you're adult in Poland. So, for instance, you can drink alcohol, right? Like legally, you can buy alcohol when you're 18 years old. You're considered an adult. Then we go to 19. So, do you remember 9, 9, 9, 9? And we need to do some changes also. Did you figure out what we should change? We have 9, 9. And if we wanted to follow like the pattern without any changes, it would be 19, 19, which doesn't sound very, very good. So, what to change? We don't have 9 anymore, we have 9, 9. So it's similar what we had with 5, right? 5, 15, 9, 19, 19, 19. And now 20. 20 is 20. 20. So 2, 2, and the ending, the other and different ending, right? 20. We will learn about 20, 30, 40, etc. in the next video. For now, you know 20. 20. 20. So now we need some practice. Let's repeat, and then we will have some exercises. So, do you remember how to say 11 in Polish? 11. 11. 11. So remember, you need to get rid of one N. There is no double N, like 11. It is 11. By the way, do you know any words in Polish which have double N? If you know, write in the comments. Okay, so we know 11. Now, do you remember 12 in Polish? 12, 12, 12. And now 13, 13. 13, 13, 13. 14, 14 in Polish is 14, 14, 14. And now two quite difficult in the sense that you need to make some changes, right? So 15 and 16. Do you remember how to say it in Polish? 15. 15 is 15. And then 16. 16 is 16. 15, 16. 15, 16. And now a bit easier numbers, which is 17 and 18. Do you remember? 17, 17 and 18. 18, 18, 18. Now again we need to introduce some changes to 19. And how do you say 19 in Polish? 19, 19, 19. And now, finally, 20. Do you remember 20? The ending is a bit different. 20, 20, 20. Now, time for exercises. So, please tell me, how many months do we have in a year? Of course, in Polish. How many months do we have in a year? Correct. It is 12. 12. 12. Now, in Poland, you become an adult when you are 18. So, please tell me 18 in Polish. 18, 18, 18. Well, in some cases, a person can be considered an adult when she's 16. So, do you know how to say 16 in Polish? 16. It is a bit difficult one because we need to make some changes. So 16, 16, 16, 16. What is the unlucky number? Do you know? It is 13. And then 13 in Polish is 13. 13. But in Italy, unlucky number is actually 17. Can you say 17 in Polish? 17, 17, 17. I hope you liked the exercise. Now, let's repeat all the numbers we've learned today. Very quick repetition. I will just repeat these numbers for you. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Can you say all of these numbers? Please try. And see you next time. Have a great week. Have a great learning experience with Polish numbers. Bye!